Like I said, African parents, African household. Let me not say African household. Why is it that you people are so loud? Why? They want pariwo and they pariwo this. You're doing this. You're doing. Why? You know we are in school, but you will still shout. Why? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Thezeeola, if you guys do not know, but if you already know, that's great. We're just gonna get right into it. Just a little disclaimer before I fully start. Some of these things may work for you, some may not. You just have to kind of, I guess, take some of the stuff and cater it to you. So I hope some of these things can help you, but I just wanted to make just a quick video about this, just to share with others what I've been doing. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert, like I said before, but I just wanted to share with others who have been through it, who are having a hard time and just need a way to do these things. These are just tips. You can, I guess, make it something unique to you, but just little tips that I've taken from other people that I've listened to. The first thing I want to speak about is just things to help you get started with your day. When I was watching a whole bunch of videos, most of them, they were like, okay, so when you get up, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. So before, when it came to me even going to school last semester, in order to get my day started, I literally would wake up right maybe like 10 minutes before my class started, because I will have class at 8 a.m. and I'd be tired and I want to sleep, but guess what? I knew that I had the time. Let's say the class is at 8 a.m. I'll wake up at like 7:40, 7:50, start scrambling around to get myself together. When looking at things, I realized that I'm not a lazy person. Okay. I'm not a lazy person, but I'm one of those people where I don't like to do too much, because if I do too much, I overwhelm myself. And yeah, I noticed that when I did that, I felt so disinterested, or disinterested. That is not even a word. Is that a word? I felt so uninterested in just being in class and everything. So I was like, you know what? Starting now, I'm going to try my best to, I guess, either wake up a little bit earlier and also just get my day started before actual classes start. So there's something that I'm already awake and, I'm already doing stuff. The first thing I do is, you don't have to do this, but I wake up around 6:30 a.m. in the morning. My body has just been doing that. I like to blame my friend in college, because I used to sleep at her place. I didn't want to pay for housing. I would sleep over at her place, and she used to wake up at 6, between then. 7 is when she's cheating and she wants to sleep in. You know who you are. Because of that, I used to wake up early at that time too, because when you're awake, I'm gonna be awake too. I train my body in a way to kind of wake up at 6:30 a.m. And one of the reasons I also kind of stuck to it is because I noticed that when I wake up earlier in the day instead of later in the day, I have more time to do things and I finish things a bit earlier. So just waking up a little bit earlier than your normal time, if you're waking up too late, wake up a little bit earlier than your normal time and try to get some stuff done before even your day starts. So the first thing I do is I make my bed. I don't know, I heard there's a psychological thing that when you make your bed, you feel better. And I've been doing it, and I've been feeling better. Something that I've started, I do about 3 days a week, is where I work out. It's something just to get my body pumping and get me awake. And then another thing I do is I always try to make breakfast for myself. This is something that I'm not gonna hold you, I be doing, but then I don't be doing, but then I be doing. And the only reason that this happens is because sometimes I just forget to eat. I don't know, I just be forgetting to eat. Try not to forget to eat. Eat breakfast. If it's a yogurt, if it's anything, just get yourself up, eat something, start on an assignment, something that will get you up and ready for the day. Every morning, if you don't have time at night, create a clear workspace for yourself. Try to find a place where you can work that doesn't have a lot of hustle and bustle. Over the summer, I invested in a little desktop setup, which I'll be showing you guys later. Every night, I try to clean it up and just clear the space, because when I wake up to it, it feels good. And sometimes if I don't have time at night, I would do it in the morning before my day starts, because I just want to make sure things are looking good. When I have a clear space, when it's a lot more minimal, I tend to work a lot better. I don't know why, but it just makes me feel better. If you do not have a desktop, if obviously you don't have a desk set up or anything like that, one thing you can do is you can try to find a quiet place in your house if possible. It could be like your dining room, it could be another room, or shoot, I had a friend who was in a closet because guess what? Coming from an African household, everything is always loud for no reason. I don't understand why. These people are just loud, but you gotta find a place. And it's been sucky because you know, you're so used to, when you're in class, you're not loud. But then when you're at home, everybody's like, and you're like, why are you yelling? But like, try your best to find a spot in your house that is just like, you know, a bit quiet. Even if it's in your room, try to get you a chair and use any type of table. You could use your bed as a table. You could get a chair, anything. You could go on Amazon and order like the little laptop stand. You can try, if you are going to use your bed, I personally don't recommend that, but if you are going to use your bed, try to find a position that's good enough for you that you can stay in for a long period of time. Although that could be hard. One of the reasons I actually got the desktop setup or the desk was because when I used to sit on my bed, it kind of like ruined. I already have scoliosis, so it kind of just made my back hurt more, and it started hurting my knee because I used to bend my knee while I was on the bed, and it just kind of just sucked that way. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna get a desk. Just, I don't know, get your day started, try to wake up, try to do things that you know are gonna wake you up, even if it's not doing assignments. Try to create a clear workspace for yourself, and hopefully that should help you. Next, I just want to talk a little bit about time management. I'm trying to make sure that this video is not too much. I can definitely list other videos that I've watched to kind of help me, so it helps you guys. You know how a mask is essential at this time? Time management is also essential at this time. Time management is essential in general, but at this time, if you are working and you're doing school from home, or you're doing either or, it is extremely essential because you need to be able to know what is going on. Because if you don't, I don't know how you're doing it. One of the things that I use for time management is my Google Calendar. I feel like every single school at the United States or in the world, they're given a Google account. And if you don't have that, whatever your school offers, I know for a fact there's probably a calendar attached to it. You have a calendar on your phone. You have a calendar on your Mac, on your window, anything. There's a calendar somewhere. Even the paper calendars. Go to Walmart, it's like 10 to 13 bucks, buy a calendar. Calendars help me so much because I literally plan out my entire week on my calendar and I follow it most of the time, majority of the time. Obviously, if something happens or something switch or I do something longer than I wanted to, I usually follow it to the T. I put meetings on there, I put due dates on there, I put my classes on there, I put my work time on there. Everything is on there. Why is everything on there? Because I needed something to be able to tell me what exactly I have to do next. If I didn't have it, man, I don't know how I would go about do my day by day, but I'm one of those people, I forget things, and ever since I started using my calendar, it's just been helping me. I use Google Calendar. I don't know if I didn't say that. A lot of people are probably asking me, why don't I use a planner? I have my iPad, my phone, I have my laptop. It's better for me to have something where I can reach my calendar right away and something that notifies me right away. I also have my Apple Watch, which notifies me of everything that's going on or things I need to do next. So just having a calendar digitally, it helps me a lot more than a planner would. I don't buy planners. I'm one of those people, I would buy the planner just to make it look nice, because I don't use that planner. It's not going to be used. It's just dead. It's just dead. So I usually don't buy a planner. But if a planner is your way to go, I know a lot of people like to bullet journal, do all that stuff, do it. I'm not a bullet journalist, or I don't do that. Imagine me spending time. I'm not saying it's bad because I see some fire ones, but imagine me spending time drawing. No. Just try scheduling out your day, seeing all the things that you regularly do in a week, schedule that out. And then, now you can see, for example, if you want to set up a meeting, when you can set up a meeting. If you want to just set up anything, you know exactly when that would happen. So I definitely do recommend getting a planner or using something like Google Calendar. It helps a whole lot. Trust me. And if you're one of those people that you like to make lists in the day, list out your day and just list out the things that you have to do, which is something that I also do, because when I have my list, even if I have my calendar of things, when I have my list, I know, okay, so I have to do this assignment. Oh, I have to meet with this person. Oh, I have to complete this. Just in the morning, creating something that could just kind of tell me how my day is gonna go and all the things I need to do that day, it's always nice. So I do recommend making lists. I'm a list maker. I make lists for almost everything. There are many things you can use to create these lists. You can go the traditional way by just doing it by hand, or you can go the digital way and you can use things like, for example, Trello. Trello is a web-based Kanban style type of application. If you're in software engineering, you've probably heard of Kanban style, and it's basically used for just making lists of things, assigning tasks to people and all that stuff. I personally use another one called Tascade, and Tascade is another web application for teams, but I personally use it for me. And I use it to just kind of make out what my day is going to look like. Another way of time management is, for example, when you're studying, one of the things I use in my time, especially when I am doing a task, especially if it's a long task or if it's a task for an assignment or anything, I use the Pomodoro way of studying. So I've talked about this in an earlier video, and I use my Apple Watch for it, where I set a timer for 25 minutes and I set a timer for a 5-minute break. So I do 25-minute working, 5-minute break, 25-minute working, 5-minute break. I do this because when it comes to long tasks, especially tasks that I don't want to do, but obviously I gotta do it if I gotta pass the class, I do this because it kind of helps me keep going with the task, and also it also helps with discipline, because now I'm learning how to kind of tear myself away from whatever break that I'm in. Because something I used to do before was I used to have my phone next to me, and when I had my phone next to me, I would just go to my phone the second I don't want to do a task. But I use my phone as an incentive to make sure that whatever the task I'm doing, I finish it, because I just want to be able to, finish what I need to do so I can do something else that I like. So I use the Pomodoro way of studying to kind of make sure that everything is all set and everything is all done. I enjoy that way. And I actually use this when I am a computer science student. So I actually use this when coding. Obviously when it's like 2 days before the assignment's due, or like a day before the assignment due, I just go straight for it. But take breaks, guys. But when I start an assignment, especially when it's a coding assignment, I like to use the Pomodoro way of studying, because because I don't know about anyone else, I need a break when coding or doing an assignment, especially in the class right now we're doing C. I need something that's going to take me away from the assignment for a little bit, and then I want to go back to it, because I like to code with a clear head instead of a head that's wondering why the code is not running or compiling, or why I'm getting so many errors. Sorry, I just finished an assignment and it was a lot. All right, next I'm going to be talking about avoiding distractions. If you are like me, you are stuck to your phone for a long time. Your phone is your best friend. My phone is one of my best friends. You know when you're on the app and you just keep refreshing, and then the app is like, you're up to date, and now you're looking at yourself like, why is it that this is all you do, bro? Like, come on, do something else, be productive. I'm one of those people where, in order to make sure that my work is done, now that I'm doing it, it's a lot easier. But when I first started, like, with this whole thing I have going on right now, it was so hard, because my phone, like I said, my phone is my best friend, and I'm always on it, either when I get a notification, text, or anything like that. I had to stop myself from doing that. It was hard, but you need to discipline yourself. That's the majority of what this is. Discipline yourself to make sure that you're doing whatever you need to do, and you do it before you go on with whatever. I had to make my phone an incentive when it came to making sure my work is done. One thing that I do when avoiding a distraction is, like I said before, finding a quiet place to do work. If it is in a closet, if it is under your table, if it is somewhere, find it. Try putting your phone away. One of the many ways that you can definitely put your phone away is, one, you can find a lockbox and you can lock your phone in there. You can leave your phone on if you want to. Something that I used to do when I started was I would leave my phone in the living room. Yes, I'll leave my phone in the living room, because I know I'm that lazy. I will leave my phone in the living room and I will stay in my room. I will do all my work. And because I am too lazy to get that phone, my work will get done. And then I call my sister to go get me the phone, because like I said, I am lazy. promise you, I'm not that lazy. I make sure to get my work done, but you understand. Try putting your phone on silent so you're not getting any notifications. If you have to turn off your phone, turn it off for the time being. You can find, if you're doing the Pomodoro way of studying, you're like, oh, why? But I need my phone for a timer. No, you don't. Find a timer online. Type in timer on Google. Google will bring you a timer. The colors on your phone are very distracting. You have all these Instagram colors, these colorful apps, and obviously the apps are there to garner your attention. That's why they're all so colorful. Try turning your phone, I think it's called grayscale. It's on all phones, because our mind is in a way trained to see, when we see color, like especially vibrant colors, like all these apps, we tend to gravitate towards it. But when it's just gray, your mind isn't as distracted by it as it would if you had it more colorful. So I hope that makes any sense. I know I just talked a whole bunch of gibberish, but I'm probably gonna turn this gray so you can see what I'm talking about. It's gray right here. Turn it like this, and I feel like you'll be fine, because it helps a lot, especially when you do it over time. It helps a lot with just paying attention to other things, because now you're not really wanting to look at your phone, because let's say, for example, you get a notification, it's gray instead of like vibrant and in your face. All this stuff is literally discipline. You have to make sure that you're able to discipline yourself to be able to get whatever you need to do and just get it done and just get it out of the way. It's your grades, it's your work, it's your lifestyle. Obviously, I'm just here, like I said, to just give you the tips that helped me. But if you need to do whatever you need to do to make sure that you're able to get all this stuff done. If not, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Okay? So just try your best to discipline yourself to do whatever you need to do to make sure that your work is done, so you can get to your incentives and get to your breaks. And if discipline is just not your thing, and just try like something like internet blockers, where they basically block the sites that you go to, so you can tell it what sites that you want, and it takes you to the specific one that you need. Like I said, I'm gonna be linking down one video from the BlissBean, and she kind of explains these things. So whatever helps you. But I'm being serious. Try your best to not be distracted, and try your best to discipline yourself so you don't end up using internet blockers, even though if you need it, get it. All right. And last but not least, I feel like it's something that we all face. Y'all probably just saw me shift my wig. Sorry. I feel like it's something that we all face, and it's been a month, and I don't think I've ever had it this quick, but I think I had it like the first or second week into school, and that is burnouts, aka weird slump. Burnout/weird slump. I was on it first, like I didn't know how it was gonna be, obviously, because I kind of knew how it was gonna be because we did it in the semester prior, but like this semester, it has been back to 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 back. There's always something due. And I'm not gonna hold you, that's because some of these professors, they swear on everything that because we're not in school, we have more time. But going back to just burnouts and weird slumps, I don't know, I just went through a point, like, and I literally broke down, and it was like the first or second week, and I was like, yo, I'm exhausted, I am tired, I don't want to do this anymore. And I had to find something to fix that right away, because guess what, it was only September. I got school till December. I needed something that was going to be done right now. So I just kind of, in a way, like, if I knew that I was going to get into that weird slump, or I started feeling like burnt out, one of the things I would do is, I don't care where I was, I will turn off my computers, turn off my laptop. And I understand a lot of people are like, don't turn on Netflix. I turned on Netflix. I watched me a good show. I would sleep. I would take a nap. I would do, which is something that I actually do when doing coding assignments. I would go take a nap, because I feel like for some reason, when I dream about the code, the answer would be my brain. Most of the time, my little naps come from my coding assignments, because Just take a break. Take a break. It don't have to be a Pomodoro break. It don't gotta be 5 minutes. If you want it to be an hour break, let it be an hour break. Go do something else. If it's watching TV, if it's watching a YouTube video, if it's watching Netflix, don't watch Netflix. I lied, don't watch Netflix. Because one video turns into an entire series of you watching. So don't do that. But you can watch YouTube videos, you can watch TV, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you're not sitting there and all you think about is just college and classes and work. Like, when you feel that burnout or that slump coming, try your best, do other things that you know make you happy. Like, for example, I'm so excited. I think I told you guys before, I got a sewing machine. By the time this video comes out, I would have gotten the sewing machine. So one thing that I'm definitely going to be doing is just getting back into sewing. My other sewing machine broke. I was so sad. But getting back into sewing. So just do something that you love, that you like to do. Go do it. If it's napping, nap. If it's Netflix, set a timer. Set a timer for yourself. Watch one episode and walk away from the episode. Or watch a movie. Don't watch an episode. Watch a movie. Movies are like 2 hours long. By the time you finish the movie, you're like, all right, I think it's time to get back. Just keep in mind that it is a whole lot, but we can do this. All right, so that is it for the video. I feel like it was a lot, and I really hope that I kind of like, in a way, kind of helped you guys. I don't know. It's just things that I've been doing that have been helping me, and I'm so happy that even though, yes, I do hit those burnouts and those weird slumps, that I'm able to kind of make sure that I'm on top of my game as much as I can be. This, I'm not gonna hold you, is for the procrastinators, because I'm a procrastinator, and I had to learn not to procrastinate, because when you procrastinate, that's it, buddy. Take care of yourself, mind-wise, physically and mentally. I gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm gonna do whatever makes me happy to make sure I can get through it. So I always do whatever I need to do to get me through it. And I hope that you guys have something that you guys can do to get you through it. But yeah, I feel like the outro is taking too long. If you guys have any tips, please put them down below, because I want to hear more of the things that I can do and what anyone else can do. Things work out and we can get through this in this pandemic. Please, we can't do this. Anyways, bye y'all.